Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Momodou Krubally. I know that many of you have seen my videos on YouTube and also on Facebook. Each time there's an issue about the Gambia, I like to come out and share my opinion and also talk about it, because we all know what is happening in the Gambia is wrong. There's a lot of abuse happening, and it is starting to get out of hand. I'd like to talk about a young lady today by the name of Miss Aminah Manneh. Very prominent young lady, from all we know, someone with a very bright future. Posted a very disturbing video on Facebook of a police officer beating a young Gambian girl, a student, who appears to be nothing more than 12, 13 years old. And we could see repeatedly how this police officer had a cane, beating up this girl in the streets and grabbing her again, and the incident happened for a good 2 to 3 minutes. And it was very disturbing. And it went on social media and went viral, and thank God. And people were again able to see what is happening in the Gambia and some of the concerns that we have been continuing to express. A lot of people are blaming the police officer, but I like to look at the bigger picture. I think what the police officer did is a direct translation of what happens in that nation. What they've seen Yahya Jammeh do in the last 20 years, that is, take the law into his own hands, abuse our people, and get away with it. Now the police officers feel like they can do the same thing. And, this guy in this case just decided that, what I've seen is wrong, and I'm going to take matters into my own hand. And Aminah, seeing the case, not knowing where to go, went on Facebook. So a couple of things are happening here. Gambians are now starting to take the law into their own hands because there's no rule of law, because they see Yahya Jammeh do the same thing, they do the same thing. Two, Aminah, as a very educated Gambian, does not trust the system or know where to go to file a complaint of an abuse that she saw. She went on social media. Now, you could say this is very minor, but it's not. And many people have talked about, well, this happens all the time. In Gambian culture, it is acceptable. Guys, let's get it right. It is not acceptable to take the law into your own hands or physically discipline anybody when you feel like they've done wrong. The Gambia is a country of law, and we're human beings. We're supposed to be able to look into things. When that police officer, if he knew the right thing, or if Yahya Jammeh had set a good example, or the government had set a good example, would have handled the matter a lot differently, would have either diffused the situation, communicate with the school principal or the authorities so that they can look into the matter. But rather, he decided to take the law into his own hands. And we need to look at this as citizens. Where are we heading? Because things are not looking good. For the last 20 years, we have seen people being killed, people disappearing, and people driven out, like in Aminah's case. Each time something happens, Gambians feel like they have to hide and run away, or we have to call and beg the president. My friends, we are human beings like Yahya Jammeh is. We have the same right to live in the Gambia like Yahya Jammeh. He has the power right now, we understand that, and he has the military at his disposal. But we cannot live in fear, and we cannot live in a situation where we continue to just say God is going to handle the situation for us. Said Matijau was in the same situation. A very popular young Gambian who, for whatever reason, the government decided to arrest him overnight and just turn his life upside down. Now he's over there going in and out of court. Sabali, the former secretary minister, the same thing happened. Now we have Aminah. And each time this happens, young Gambians get up, make a lot of noise, and then it dies down. Today I want to talk to the Gambian youths that are back home. For the last, especially 5 years, you have seen Jammeh attack the youths to the point where you're now starting to speak up, because it is according to all of you that this abuse is not going to stop. And you know it's not going to stop. We all know it's not going to stop. You have a responsibility to defend each other, my friends. Because what happened to Said Matijau, if you had risen up, would not have happened to Aminah. What happened to Aminah, if we don't stop it, it's going to happen to you. we need to understand that as a people, especially you, the young people on the ground, you need to learn and find a way how to defend yourselves. Yeah, Jammeh cannot kill all of you guys. Yeah, Jammeh cannot imprison all of you. But each time an abuse happens, if we keep quiet, he's going to continue. This is why you all need to find a way how to defend each other, because now the news is that, yes, let her come back because we will defend her. If she comes back and gets killed, history tells us that nothing is going to happen. She's out. There's a problem in town. There's a problem in the country, and that is the abuse that is happening. This is a great opportunity for the student union. This is a great opportunity for the civil societies on the ground. This is a great opportunity for the political parties to rise up and say, we want to find out what happened, to defend these people. We have seen too many abuses gone unchallenged. And the future belongs to the youth. If you all don't rise up right now, this is your life, this is your future. Many that are fighting right now are older than you. They have less at stake right now. The 25-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, the 15-year-olds, you all need to rise up and defend each other, because when you say no, the abuse is going to stop. But if you keep quiet, I bet you this is not going to stop. And you sitting there hoping that someday Jammeh is going to go, the abuse is not going to stop. So I am urging all of you, and I know I'm just an ordinary citizen. You can say, who are you? Come join us on the ground. I am not on the ground. I am overseas. I'm doing everything I can. And this video is to tell you guys that the support is out there. Rally yourselves. Ask for support and we will give it to you. The Gambia belongs to us. It does not belong to Yahya Jammeh. We have the right to rise up, demonstrate, and urge for the tyranny to stop. Thank you very much.